Hey, thanks so much for checking out this video. My name is Krista Sutton, and if I haven't had the pleasure of getting to know you yet, I am a mental energy management coach, as well as the co-founder of Ideal Personality Assessments. Wife to my husband, Christopher, for the last 16 years. We've got 6 adult daughters between the ages of 21 and 32, 10 grandkids from 12 months up to 10 years of age. And life is very, very busy and full. And if you've ever seen me on social media before, in the frenzy that is social media, one of the things I don't typically share about myself, and I'm going to get a lot better at doing, is the fact that I also live with severe clinical depression. And this last Saturday, y'all, I just bottomed out, and I haven't had a big breakdown in a really long time. And it just, all of the things just kind of came to a head on Saturday, and I just felt hopeless, and I was just tearful and sad. And usually my depression shows up as just, I check out, like disinterest, like I'm just like, I zone out and I just don't engage. And man, Saturday was just awful. And if you deal with depression in any way, shape, or form, you know what I'm talking about. It was just awful. And something that's just occurred to me, that's become very clear to me, that I want to share with you today is I think more and more of us are finding ourselves having these really rough days, and it's starting to feel like our new normal. And I just absolutely, I just refuse to believe that. A big aha that I had earlier this morning, I was actually talking to a girlfriend, and running this crazy idea of this YouTube thing that I wanted to do by her, by the way. And in the conversation, it boiled down to something that I don't think I've realized has impacted me as greatly as it has. And quite simply, that is isolation. Okay, it started about 2 years ago. And, when everything was closed down and we couldn't go anywhere, we couldn't do anything, and everybody was starting to work from home. I've been working from home for almost 20 years, but almost exclusively online for the last 3, with my coaching business. But I still went to networking events, and I still went out and met people for coffee all the time. And I love people and going out and doing all the things. So even though I worked from home, that still impacted me. I think it took a full year before I realized how deeply it impacted me. I had to realize that I think many of us have done this, is we start to tell ourselves that we like it. We like getting to, wear yoga pants to work every day. And we like not having to, that our commute is, 10 feet from the bedroom to, to the office door. And I'm not knocking it. There's some really great things about working from home. I love it. My husband now, just this last year, about 3 months ago, he now has switched the company that he works for. He's now working from home full time as well. I love that. I love the freedom that comes with it. And I just honestly like having him around. But what I didn't recognize until very recently is this isolation that I have now begun to believe, or I started to believe, probably, I'm going to guess it kicked in a year ago. I started to believe the lie that I told myself, that I liked being isolated. I like not having to go to the grocery store, or going to the Walmart app and ordering my stuff and having it delivered to the house. I like not having to leave my home. And I think that has quite honestly been the absolute worst thing for my mental health over the last 2 years, especially in the last year. And so when I'm having these days, in order to keep a little bit of sanity, all I want to do, y'all, I don't know about you, all I want to do is I just want to go crawl back in bed and pull the covers up over my head and just not. I just want to check out. I want to sleep through everything. And And that isolation further isolates me, because then I don't want to people at all. I don't want to even play with my dog or talk to my husband or talk to my kids or my grandkids. I just don't want to do any of it. And so I found a few things that, as simple as they are, they feel really hard. But when I do them, they help. And so I thought I would just share these with you, especially since, it's it's Tuesday and I've been trying to come out of this really yucky place with my depression now for this. I'm on day number 4. Here are some simple things that I do that maybe this will help you too. And you've probably heard them a million times before, but they're good and they're worth repeating. Number 1, take a shower. Just take a shower. Just jump in the shower. Just feel the water. Let the white noise of the water kind of drown out all the stuff going on in your head. Just take a shower. Stand there in the hot water as long as you want or as long as you need to. Okay. The second thing, super important, stay hydrated. When we're not hydrated, it affects our mental health even more. More brain fog, more fuzzy, more all of the things that we experience seem to be exacerbated when we're not properly hydrated. So drink your water, drink your water, drink your water. And the third thing is do something fun. Do something to move your body. Do something that, put on some of your music that you love to listen to growing up. Throw on, some Eminem or, some Def Leppard or whatever. And just, dance around, make some noise, sing along, do something that can help you to, that can just kind of help to lift and to elevate the mood. Also, please eat. Please eat. Many of us, I am included in this. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna bust myself because it's about 12:30 in the afternoon, and I just realized I haven't eaten yet today. So eat something, okay? Make it as healthy as possible. But you know what? If it's a cinnamon roll and you're not eating, just freaking eat the cinnamon roll. Okay, just eat something. Do what you can to take care of you. And last but not least, tell somebody. Just tell somebody. For me this morning, it was sitting down and talking to my husband for a minute. He's having a really rough day today too. He's having a real mental health struggle. And so being able to sit down and talk with him and me listen to him and him listen to me for a minute, and then jumping on a Zoom with one of my dearest friends who I trust more than almost anyone in my life, to tell her, I'm in a shit place today. This is what happened. This is where I am. And I just feel like I just can't. And to have her not try to solve the problem, but to have her point out a few things that I could be grateful for, to share some things that could make me laugh and smile and know that it's going to be okay. So I just wanted to share those with you. For those of you that do struggle with mental health issues, which there are so many of them. I'm not a therapist, I don't pretend to be, but man, I'm right down there in the trenches with y'all. So hopefully you found a little bit of value. Hopefully you feel a little less alone. Know that you're not the only one out there. And you know what? Just so you know, you are enough. Okay. Coffee and hugs, and I'll see you guys soon.